Hello, welcome to Gagru.net. My name is Wally Sarkisian. Today we got a nice guy. We're going to talk to him and we'll see what he does after this. Okay, welcome back. So we have today a man. He has a show. He does on, I guess, on Facebook, probably in YouTube too. And we were curious to see what he does. Is he consultant? Whether he is selling a product? So we'll find out. Oh, there is emergency here today in California. Is this rain? I keep getting these alerts. Okay, so his name is Koko Miloyan. Is that correct?
Correct, correct.
He's a very smart guy, very exciting guy, and so we want to find out who is this guy. And so Koko, welcome. We're pleased that you join us, and please give us some background. Yours. What is your profession? And and how, and then we'll get into what you do.
Okay, I'm very grateful that you invited me. This is very, very incredible channel to me. I've been watching for almost more than a year. I was watching you. You are an incredible character you have. Every time I watch, your excellent energy you have. And I'm very grateful that I'm on your channel now. And my name is Koko Miloyan. I do a little bit of everything now, because let me introduce myself very short, because when I start talking, I forget myself. I start telling the stories
Okay,
too long.
What is your background? Like, what did you do before? Are you engineers?
Exactly. When I was 6 years old, in my family, they were musicians. My mother and my brother, they were musicians. When I was growing up, like 4 or 5 years old, I used to go to that drums. I became on the drums to play. The drums was bigger than me, and I started playing drums. Then I start getting this kids band, very early music, the music life. Then after that, my father had the big house, and all these singers like Adis Armandian and the Armenian stars like Manuel Menengican especially, my brother used to play with them. And they used to come my home, and we had a big home and rehearsal area. And I used to watch these guys. I was raised with their energy, with their system. I mean, that's how I grew up at that time. After that, when I became like 14, 15 years old, I started making groups, bands. Finally, there was a band. It's called The News. In the history of Lebanon, I don't think. I'm sorry. 1 minute, please.
That's when you deal with yourself.
1 minute.
Okay, it's okay.
Now
I could
1 minute,
see you now.
because the telephone came. Yeah, you can see me now.
Okay.
Somebody was calling. And 14, 15 years old, this group, they were very big production it was, and they came, my beat, the drums I was playing, they were looking that beat, because I used to play very hard, like hard rock, and they were looking exactly my rhythm. Not necessarily I'm good or bad. That rhythm, and they hired me, this group, because they used to write the songs. His name is John Taslakian, the songwriter, and Mike Postian. They're very popular, and I became the member of this group. We start traveling around the world in that age, like Middle East, all over the world, every part of the world. I don't want to say the names of the countries, but most countries we've been there. That's how I started my career, happy, nice, good. Then after that, I came to America, 1981. When I came to 1981, because I didn't know what to do. We did our band no more existing, no longer existing, the news band. And after that, when I came here, that's what I thought. Uh, what am I going to do? I start playing with Armenian, like Karnik Sarkisian, like a few groups. But I'm a hard rock player. I didn't know how to play Armenian. That low, like soft. I didn't know, and I thought maybe I become a producer. Then I start inviting groups from Greece, especially because here everybody used to tell me, ask me, why don't you produce or promote Greek music? Because at that time, like 1985, 86, when I started, there was no Greek music available here much. Then I went to Greece. I met the best singers because my system, since I was 6 years old, I know only to sell good product. That's how my brain works, Then I went to Greece. I met, his name is Leperis Fantasis. He's still now is a number one, At that time, he became number one. I went to his residence and I brought people, translators, and I met this guy and I invited him to America to Bonaventure Hotel at that time, Bonaventure Hotel, I couldn't believe myself. Sometimes you do things, you don't know what you do, but if you do art, you reach your point. You get what you like. I start learning. I put more than 2,000 people over there. And I cannot believe that night I put it. Then I start producing these Greek singers about 10 years from 1987, 89, 88, that year to 2005. I used to produce all singers, the best singers in Greece, like Angelos Dionysio, Stelios Dionysio, Antipas, Stanisi. These names are the best names ever in their history. I start not to afraid
Do you speak
to
Greek?
move on.
Do you speak Greek?
Huh?
Do you speak?
No, not at all. Because I hired one lady over there, Armenian. She helped me so much, and she speaks. Of course, she's Greek Armenian. She used to translate me. She used to come everywhere. I'm a kind of person. I find a way, Wally.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
find a way always. I don't say in my mind, "Oh, what is this? How?" I don't say how. I just find out how to resolve the problem. Or
So
whatever.
you're
That's how I started.
so you are in entertainment business.
Yes. All my life.
Okay.
All my life, I'm in entertainment. After that, in downtown Los Angeles, I thought maybe I open some basic business, like an office business together. I'm gonna make my headquarters somewhere, And as I opened this store, 1987, 86. Electronic store. It was the TVs, VCRs, new. I used to import. I used to start learning the sales in videos, in TVs. And I became popular in that. They used to come from Armenia. Now Armenia, about 30 years, I used to sell. I became very famous to sell this multi-system, they called at that time. You know that. Multi-system. They used to come, they used to buy, they used to take to Armenia. I became very popular. In Armenia, they come from the airport direct to my place because they know with the card, I help them because I like to help people. I like to explain. I like to go to the details. I make sure that the people happy. That's my character. And it worked very well. Then what happened, Wally? let me jump this. It's going on, this business and this production. In the life, you go to dark side. You know what I mean? Dark side. Because I got married. I had 3 children. I got married 1987. Then dark side happens. 27 years I stayed married, but I never thought I'm going to divorce. For some reason, not big reason, not fight, not this, only the energies that sometimes doesn't work, She's very nice person. She was a very nice person, my ex-wife. I don't want to say, but I would like to make the story correct, Then we got divorced. After the divorce, I had struggled, like 3 years. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't communicate the people. I didn't want to communicate, kind of depression, like dark side of. I never seen this dark side. I always happy. I always in the entertainment. I've never saw that. But let me tell you this, Wally. This is very important for the people to know. I went to the dark side. I didn't know what dark side it means. I didn't even know what is that mean depression. Exactly. I used to hear. Then that 3 years I struggled, like 2016 to 19, like year and a half, like 2 years ago. I stayed depression. Then over there, like the Tibet, you go to Tibet to learn to be monk. My home became monk, like a monk. I start learning about myself, who I am. It's automatically, because I had nothing else to do, no TVs, no communication, no nothing, just my thoughts. Then I start learning from myself in that very bad position, in struggling. I've never seen that kind of struggle in my life. But after I got out somehow, I'm not going to tell how I got out because it's a long story, but I got out. Believe me, Wadi, that thing, that 3 years in depression, that dark side of my life, gave me who I am now. Now I don't want to say I'm better than the others, or I don't want to say I'm better than the others, but in my life, I've been good life, like all my life. But now what I'm doing, the living the life, because two side of the life I start learning, like dark side and the light side, good side. And what happened now, I've never had more comfortable than what I'm doing now. Then I start concentrating to teach. I start the people, when I go somewhere, like a couple of years ago, the people says, Koko, the words you're talking, it's very helpful to us, without I knowing, because I knew who I am. I start thinking better. Then everybody says, why don't you come and help me to with the words, with my business? Then now I became life coach. I don't know if you know what I mean, life coach. Life coach, I help companies, I help people, I have new, like small businesses, they are struggling in the business. I became a master. I study, I got teachers, I got mentors, the best mentors around the world with the Zoom. And they used to send me my lessons. I used to work every day till now. Day and night, I read, I listen, my audiobooks, and I start writing book. I start writing book because I never knew I can write book. I never like to write things. I like to talk. I like to be on the stage, but I don't like to sit down and write. But now I'm enjoying of writing my life, because publishers, they agreed, they agreed. And I'm writing my book. It's going to be hopefully middle of next year. So far, so good. That's the schedule now for public available.
So what would be the book?
I'm working on
What would be the book name?
The book name is going to be What You Want, Wants You. It's I found out this name. It's because what I wanted in my struggling, and I start seeing what you want wants you. Like if you want bad things, wants you. If you want good things, wants you. Either way,
Is it
But I take the bright side. Go
is it
ahead. Yeah.
English or Armenian?
What do you mean? The writing in English.
Oh, English.
In
Okay.
English. I'm writing everything in English. I'm learning in English. Well,
Okay.
of course, my English is not that perfect, but I can manage to let the people know what's in my mind.
So so let's talk about what you're doing now. So
I teach, okay,
all those
it's what?
shows you have, you talk, you're some of them I see that either selling or promoting Bitcoin. You talk consulting business. So
Yes,
what
yes.
is you do?
Okay. Year and a half ago, uh, just I taught my mind, my thoughts, because I start learning the thought is the most powerful place in the world. Your thought, if you put in action. If you do not put in action, it goes away. It disappears. It's not going to be existing. Then I start thinking, because I'm a TV personnel for a long time, like not TV personnel like I had the show, but they used to invite us for the interviews when the music time, when I was producing. I know about the TV pretty much. I was not that expert, but I knew it. Then I start going into this. I start thinking. I go to YouTube. I started with YouTube. On YouTube, I'm on YouTube too. I start going to YouTube like five listeners, 10, 15, little by little. And the people start writing, Koko, you're doing good. You do this, you do that. Now I have all on media like a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I have a show. It's called now Together Now. Together Now, the name of my show, Together Now. Why should I put the Together Now? Because I start learning, Wally, uh, we start talking today about like 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, it's gone. 20 minutes ago, it's gone. Now, together now. This is the real. That's why I was thinking to put that name, together now, what we can do coming future. That's how I started, and I started enjoying. I just thought I go to YouTube or to media to not to be alone. If you talk to yourself, nobody will listen. Then I thought I go to YouTube or to media, then I do that good things to myself of talking. First of all, I'm doing this favor or whatever you call, I'm doing for myself, not for the people. But if I do good or the best, everybody will benefit from it. Whatever you do good things, they benefit good things. If you bad things, they benefit bad things. That's how I started, Wally, this channel. And all of a sudden, one day, one business person called me. He said, Koko, you're talking excellent. They're listening. Why don't you come help my business? I never asked the money. And I went there. First, I'm thinking now, Wally, you do whatever you do, your job, your business, whatever, you concentrate on service. 100% service you concentrate. Once you give the service perfectly, nicely, I don't want to say perfect, but the best you have, but best you can. If you give to them, it'll come the money by itself. It's money in there. I start learning that. If I used to go after the money, I was in trouble, because when you go after the money, you forget to give the service. Most people does that. I can see that. I start learning. I got three different kind of mentors. They are the best mentors in the world. They teach billionaires. They teach millionaires. I said, why not? The millions available. If I do something to reach the million, I go to that area, but I have to learn first. I started after my depression, like a couple years ago, like 2.5 years ago. Uh, I didn't have, I lost everything, but I started little by little. But what's the good part in my case? My good part is I have experience. I had luckily, I had a good name wherever I went. Everybody starts saying, Coco, we like, we are very happy that we saw you. Everybody knew I was in depression around the world. Because I'm a kind of person, if I know you, I call you, I say hello. All of a sudden, I disappeared. Everybody was thinking, what happened to Coco? If he died, we know he died. He's not dead. They start calling to Lebanon. They start calling to Greece. They thought maybe I moved over there. They couldn't find me. But after 3 years, when I got out, everybody started giving me the energy, that real energy that they have. They start loving what I'm doing. I came out, because most people, they don't want one person to get a struggle. You don't want anybody to get a struggle.
So do you,
That's why, Wally, uh, I thought maybe I help these people because they start telling Coco, now you have experience. What you're doing, we can see you're doing good. I start getting better. I start working my job like a production. I'm a concert promoter. I start doing concert promoting like uh, later again. Uh, what happened? These people, they start calling me in North Hollywood, this and that, like uh, small businesses. I start going consultant, like as a consultant. But then I thought maybe I'm learning my life. I'm putting myself the position that I like to be when I'm living this life. We are in this world. We have to make it the best. I've learned that. If you don't make it best, you struggle. You suffer. That suffering I've seen 3 years, every day, every day. I don't want to go there. I know the taste of suffering. Then I said, I'm going to learn because
so
what you don't know, you don't know. Yeah, go
how
ahead.
how do you describe yourself as consultant, as advisor?
I be honest with you, I don't know exact word, but I use these words: life coach and advisor. Life coach, advisor. Sometimes I use like a mentor
Okay.
because I have a mentors. I love that name, Tastiara Gutun. In Armenian, very nice word that one. Uh, mentorship is a nice thing because we don't know. We learn at the school the language. We school basic things, not very big basic. Like we learn some things, but after we grow up, we have to learn more and more what we're going to do coming years. That's what I thought I have to learn to make better myself after I was struggling.
So
That's why I start getting the instruction of the life. The instruction, you have the computer, the car, or TV, you have instruction. But the life's instruction to me, once something happens like depression, good things, bad things, or something happens, behind that, you look at it, what's in there. If I can letting my brain, because little difficult things I'm explaining now. Not everybody will perceive right away. I'm sorry
so
about that. Most people maybe perceive, but what I was thinking about myself to learn what to do in the future to be better. Then I start getting the instruction of the life. Why not? I said, if I'm teaching, it's coming the money by itself. I never thought about the money. I'm teaching and they're giving money. I'm teaching, they give the money. It's a bridge. Yeah, go ahead.
so do you make money from what you're doing?
Of course, of
So
course, of
you make your
course.
living from this.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
good
And
job.
also, yes, I do so many uh, different things like a production of the concert. I'm preparing concert now. I'm expert on that one. I'm becoming better now. When I'm talking overseas, a lot of different countries, like I used to bring from Greece only. Like I was expert for Greek singers. Now it's changing the life now. The system changing because the people doesn't want to go listen one singer. I'm trying to put now, coming days, I'm working on that one too. Not only this, like 2 or 3 countries or 4 countries to put together, like one from Greece, one from Spain, Spanish or Mexico, because we have a lot of Spanish audience over here. And I start like opening myself more than like I used to do for Armenians, for Greeks only. But now, yeah, go ahead.
We have 4 minutes. So I just wanted to
Oh,
let you
oh,
know.
we have 4 minutes. It's
Yeah, no,
half hour
because
show, right?
I'm trying to make it like half an hour. So I'm really so happy to see you're doing good, and also you're helping other people, and so I just let you wherever we have 4 minutes, say whatever you want to say, because I think this video would be great. People, if they want to know anything about you, you don't have to repeat. Just send them this video. Say, here, watch it. But go ahead and say whatever you want in the last, I think, 4 minutes we have.
Yes, I have one slogan on my show before I close my show. Every time I do my show, I say these things: get to know yourself better every day. That's my slogan. Like I'm becoming like I close my channel like that. Getting to know yourself every day, it helps you to live your life easier. That's what I can say. But if anybody wants to connect with me or anything, they can go and on Facebook or Instagram, they find me. KOKO MILOYAN. If they go that name, by that name, they find me and they can talk to me. They can connect with me. If they want, I can leave my number if you want. My telephone number is 818-294-0131. Anytime you guys can call me, you can talk to me. I'm open. Also, everything they're going to find on my page on Facebook and Instagram. My numbers, what I do, everything is in there. That's what I would like to say to people. I like to stay with the people. I love people. And I like them to watch Wally Sarkisian show because I enjoy very much Wally Sarkisian. I'm not trying to put you good place. You are already good place. You are already good man. Believe me, that's my point of view. I never lie to myself, say something. I like to be very honest to myself, not to struggle, not to work again on myself.
Yeah.
I like to be honesty. Honesty, what does that mean? I was explaining the other day. Honesty has a lot of explanation. The people think sometimes they're honest, but they are not. I'm including. I'm not saying everybody. We should learn more and more about ourselves. That helps you and I, for everybody, and all Armenia, all the world will help. That's what I say.
You are a good man. You're a great man. We are with lots of experience, and anything you help your fellow other people would be great. And I really thank you very much for taking your time and talking to us. And I hope other Armenian who need your service could get. As you know, here we everything is free. We don't charge people, and I don't
Yes,
I don't
yes,
take no commerce. That's why you see me talk about so many things, especially politically. I have no connection with anybody. I'm not
yes,
in any political membership or any other organization. Totally free, and I like people like you who is doing helping themselves and also helping other people, and
yes.
and it's great. And I all my working life I only worked 2 year for other people. Always I had my own. Let me close the show. I'll be back with you. Just stay there for a second.
Just let me say this before you hang up. Just I would like to say this: the money is the last result. You should service first. But before you close your show, I like to say this: Wally, believe me, you are a great man. Please continue doing this. I like to see you all the time. I'm gonna live with your thoughts and your energy. And thank you so much that you invited me. I feel very grateful. Then I'm gonna talk around the world about you and I and about the good people.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so
Thank you.
for our viewer, thank you for watching, and we'll come tomorrow. I have another episode how the Erdogan infiltrated Armenia, and the same way they did Syria. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow, and I again thank you, Koko, for coming. Hope to see you again. Feel free
Thank you.
anytime you wanna come to the show. You're welcome. All right. So
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much. Wally, before you hang up, before you close, one day I'm going to invite you to my show if
Okay.
you
All
accept
right.
that. That's what I thought now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We'll talk about that, you know?
Okay.
Thank you so much because this is great conversation, you know?
Hang in there. Don't go away for a second. Okay.
Okay,
So,
I will. I will.
okay.
Thank
so,
you.
thank you.